Okay, hello. So today I'm going to be unboxing and doing a quick little overview and sort of, I guess, short review of this Torquebar clone from 3F Vapes. I haven't seen anyone else make a video like this, so I figured, why not? It's my first time doing this, so bear with me, guys. So, I haven't even opened this yet. Why don't we get right down to it? So again, this is a Torquebar clone from 3F Vapes. I got the copper version. The listed weight of this thing online says it's 90 grams. I'll be weighing it for you guys just so you can see how much it actually weighs. I'll be giving you an overview of how it looks and everything. Alright, so it comes in this cool little bag, I guess. Got a carrying case, don't have to worry about finding something else for it. Wow, okay, so comes with a little keychain as well. And that's about it. So right off the bat, this thing is heavy, man. Holy shit. Here we go. This is a Spinetic Brass Y from Spinetic, obviously, so that's a little size comparison. For those of you who have one of these, you can check out how the size compares. Now, wow, I can already tell that thing spins smooth. My Spinetic bearing is magnetized and just kind of dirty right now. I don't know if you caught that, but it returns to a pulled position because of the magnetization. This thing is way smoother than that. It's thicker than I thought it'd be, so you can kind of get a feel for that there. I'll let that focus. Come on. There we go. It's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. This thing is hefty. You could use this as a self-defense mechanism. Throw this at somebody if you wanted to. It's got little cutouts for your keychain. The finish, let's try to get this focused. So the finish isn't too bad. From what I can tell, it actually looks pretty decent for being a $25 spinner, you know? That sounds like. Use my left hand and I spin with my left. So you can hear it's pretty silent actually. It's kind of noisy when you flip it, but that's to be expected with bar spinners, just by the nature of how they are. They produce lots of torque when you spin because they're not balanced in all directions like a tri-spinner would be. This thing spins smooth when you hold it like this. When you spin it, it wobbles a lot in your hand and it feels kind of wonky, but I mean, that's to be expected with something like this. But man, this is heavier than I expected it to be. Let's do a quick weigh in here. So again, for comparison, I know a lot of people have this guy. Should weigh in at 59.7, I believe. 59.6, that's pretty close. As compared to this hefty motherfucker, he feels about twice as heavy. I'm gonna guess this guy, even though it says 90 grams on the site, I'm gonna guess it's about twice as much as the Spinetic. Yeah, so I get 109.6 grams off of this thing. So it's a lot heavier than I expected it would be. Now let's take a look at what the bearings and stuff look like overall on the inside. Take off the caps. So it's a de-shielded bearing. Sorry, well I mean technically yeah it is de-shielded, but it's also decaged. Uncaged, decaged, however you want to say it. Which means the balls are free along in there. They can kind of spin wherever they want. I guess that's what gives it it's smooth spin and super long spin time, because this thing I can tell already will spin for at least 5 minutes if I give it a good one on the table. So as far as I can tell, these don't look like steel balls. I believe, well, online it says that they're silicon nitride ceramic, so that's probably what they are. It has a really similar retaining mechanism to the Spinetic. It looks like you just unscrew this little cap here. This bearing pops right out. So I'm not sure what type of bearing this is. I do believe it's a 606 though. I'll give you guys another size comparison here. I'll compare it to the bearing in my Spinetic. Give me a sec. So the Spinetic has an R188 bearing size. I'm guessing that it's going to be a lot smaller. Not guessing, it is a lot smaller than what this one is. So yeah, tiny in comparison. Let me see if I can find a standard 608. I'll compare it to one of those for you guys as well. Here, I have this crappy one here in my first ever DIY spinner that I made. But yeah, you can tell, so in order of size it goes 608 versus this guy, which again I'm pretty sure is a 606, versus the R188. So I mean, that provides a slight advantage in terms of how far the weight is distributed around the axis of spin, meaning you're going to get the center of mass being farther away from that axis. In turn, you'll get a longer spin time. That's what we want, isn't it? Well, it's not really what we want, because who really spins a spinner and leaves it going for that long? Spin time is just an indication of good build quality and craftsmanship, if anything. Alright, so looking at the buttons, they're kind of cheap. I mean, they're hollowed out here, so they're not very solid feeling, you know, but I mean, you can't really complain for a $35 spinner, sorry, $25 spinner off the internet, right? Compared to these buttons, you can see they're solid. Now, the decaged bearing is somewhat of a concern because I can feel, I don't know if you can see that, but the middle piece moves around a little bit. And I know that's kind of true for all bearings, but you could tell how this could just become offset by a little knock or like too much force, which would cause it to leave the middle and basically cause the bearing to fall apart. And if you lose one of those balls, then you're screwed. So that could be considered an issue. Now if we take a closer look at the finishing on this thing, you can see it's not that bad. I mean, there's machining marks on the shiny surface of the metal here, and this part has more of a matte type coating on it. So all in all, it's really not that badly machined. I can see, what is it? A little bit of a ding on one side. Not really a ding, it's sort of like a scratch. Right here. You can barely tell, but that edge of the spinner has a little bit of a nick on it, right at the corner there. I mean, I'm being really anal by mentioning that, but I just want to give you guys a thorough review of what I see with this thing again, because I haven't seen anyone giving a proper review of this thing online, and everyone's been talking about it. Everybody wants a cheap Torquebar clone these days. So I'll give you guys a quick test spin here just so you can see how it sounds and looks. Now you can hear it kind of buzzing around and stuff. That's because well, I assume it's because the inside of the bearing isn't caged. And so because of that, the balls kind of whirl around in there a little bit, right? And it's also not very stable. I'll show you what I mean by that. If you look at this, you'll see it totally wobbles. Now, I wasn't expecting too much from something like this. And actually, look, it doesn't wobble as much on this side, if you can see that, compared to how much it wobbles on this side. Let me put that down where it's in focus. Hold on a sec. So look at that wobble. When I spin it halfway around, look at that wobble. So pretty solid difference there between that, and that's because of our unshielded bearing. You know, half the balls are usually on one side. Now, if I give you my final impressions on this thing, it feels solid. The build quality is nice. The bearing could be engineered a little bit better, but for what you're paying, I think this thing is totally worth it. Now, as for fidgeting, this thing weighs a ton. Compared to this thing is hard to spin. I cannot spin it. I mean, on camera it looks faster than it is in real life, but I cannot spin this thing nearly as easily as I spin this thing. And the torque you get on it is just noisy and clunky. So if you're gonna get one of these, I recommend you get, maybe not the copper one. I wanted to go with the heaviest, but they offer an aluminum one, they offer a stainless steel one. Maybe you could go for one of those options. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my review, comment, subscribe, like, you know all the shit. Have a good day.